Hello, I'm Steve. Thank you for visiting the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. All right, here we have this commercial application, and I'm going to go straight into, well, first of all, I should mention that they had originally have units out here already, and I'm going to go ahead and just place those in. And they're looking for more heat. Their original plan just doesn't cover the whole space uniformly enough, and some places there's no heat at all. So you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units overall, and that's just not quite enough for this kind of space. So let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. So the overall dimensions I think they had stated that it's originally 71 inches or 71 feet long by 15 feet deep. I have 76 feet, and that just goes from this edge here of the this beam going all the way across here to this edge here. And then you can see that each pylon or support post here is approximately 16 feet center to center. And you can see the lattice work up here, etc. There are some lights inside here. I think they're on this beam right here, but it might be this beam as well. And again, you can see this is the overall layout that they have currently. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the rays, and you can see kind of how it's not really heating up the whole space appropriately. You can see we're kind of like hitting the middle here more than any one of the edges here because of the positions of the heaters. You know, they're here in the middle here kind of, and we're not really hitting this edge here, nor are we hitting this edge here. And I think most of their tables aren't 4 tops, there are 2 tops, and I just put 4 tops in here just to kind of give it a little more appeal, I guess. And the possibility of placing more units or more seating out here in the future for them. So again, this was the original layout that they currently have, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what I would recommend. So let me go ahead and turn that off, and we'll put on a new system here. So you're going to see there's quite a few more units here, and we are probably going to want to eliminate some of these. You can see here I eliminated anything that was above a doorway here, or entryway I should say. And then we do have this doorway here that I'm not sure about. Also, these walls here are glass walls, and I believe some of these walls open up, and maybe there's a doorway or 2 that open up. I'm not quite sure about that. I do have these heaters attached to between these beams, and what this allows me to do is raise the heaters a little bit higher so that my footprint is wider. These are infrared heaters. They produce an infrared light wave. That light wave, as it travels, it bends and stretches and covers more space the further away it is, but the less intense it would be the further away it is as well. So again, you can see there's quite a few units here. Now, one of the issues that I had was this beam coming across here would reduce the allowance for me to place them at I usually like to go about a 10 to 11 foot center to center in this fashion, but because of the placement of these larger beams, there's just no way I could do that. And I couldn't cover one going perpendicular to these heaters. I couldn't cover this whole space going left to right here because of the 15-foot dimension they had mentioned. You know, mine's again 14.8, 14.9 here. So with this layout, I left this one here. This is one of theirs that they already had, but we could eliminate some of these units depending on the entry exit points, and maybe these chairs or tables wouldn't be here anyways. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So footprint of heat, you can see we're getting a very good coverage throughout the whole space. And I think this would be a good candidate for a TSH model. meaning that they have two stages. They have a high and a low. Because there's so much crossover between the two, you may get too warm, and because of that, you may want to have, you know, the units, one unit at 25,000, this unit at 34, this unit at 34, this at 25, something of that nature. So it gives you a lot more flexibility as far as the output of heat. You can see that they do have a wind wall here, glass wall, and I believe that's probably over here as well. I just didn't model that. But that also is very helpful because wind does make your body feel a little bit cooler, and if you can block some of that wind, it just makes the atmosphere that much more pleasant. So in any case, you can see we have, you know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 units total. There is another space over here, I believe, but we'll discuss that later if they're looking to improve that as well. Other than that, I think that's about it. All right, and if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and again, please tap that like button. We don't advertise, we don't monetize, therefore YouTube will not promote our channel unless we receive your appreciation, and we thank you very much for that. Have a great day.